Welcome back to WaterparkRanger's Let's Play Paper Mario and the Thousand-Year Door. In the last episode, we got this paper airplane curse from that guy in the box, which lets us fly over here to this new area of Rogueport Sewers, where we can progress the story by entering a very pivotal chamber. This room is actually some of my favorite music in the game. It's a really ambient track. It really sets the scene for the Thousand-Year Door, which is that door over there. Oh, Mario! Goombella! Look at that! It's the Thousand-Year Door spoken of in the legends! I can't believe it's real. So the legends are all true! There it is, big as life. Come, let's move closer. And I will, but before we do that, I'm actually going to make use of a save block, because I've been doing multiple saves, and although this is post-commentary, I'm usually going to show you where I save and when, just because these are convenient to use, and you want to keep your eye out for them. Though they're fairly obvious locations. So usually whenever you see a red curtain, that means I've loaded from a new file. I mean, from the same file, but I've started again at a later point. And so we're back here, and we're going to check out that weird pedestal in the center of the room. No idea what it is, but we should be there anyway. Looks pretty important. Whenever you see a pedestal in the middle of an open space in a video game, it always means something important. And actually, this little pedestal here with this cutscene, this is a cutscene you're going to see fairly frequently. But despite that, it never really irritated me. Also, I love how the professor actually didn't answer Goombella. He just kind of like stared blankly ahead. Slightly weird. He's kind of not with it anymore. So our map's shining. That's the piece of paper in case you couldn't tell. How dare you not recognize the fabulous magical map? Fills with mysterious energy from above, and here's a closer look at our map. And we have a castle appearing on the horizon over there, and some extra hills. So apparently this map was incomplete until we brought it here. This little piece was missing, and there's also a star shining on that castle. We're going to have to explain what this means a little bit later with the professor. There's a lot of stuff he's going to explain. The location of a crystal star has been recorded on your magical map, and Mario has learned a special move. You can now use Sweet Treat. Each time you get a crystal star, you'll learn a new special move. Alright, awesome. Professor, the map! And what was with all those crazy lights? It appears that information related to the locations of the crystal stars appeared. And that shining light, it looked as if a mysterious power was given to Mario. Well, one way or another, we should return to my place and study the map closely. Sounds good to me. Load time! Now for the Professor Frankly's freak-out quote that always happens in this scene. Oh, never mind, he's just saying, aha. Sometimes he's like, whoa! Usually whenever they show his house from a distance. You're gonna see this happening a lot, trust me. You understand it, Professor? My dear, of course I do. Firstly, about that light we saw shining on Mario. By my reckoning, Mario can now perform what is known as a special move. A special move? Yes, well, stuff like this is better explained by example rather than words. Would you like to try it out? No thanks. This is very important. You'd better listen. I mean it. Are you ready to listen? No thanks. You're absolutely sure? Well, alright then. Let's have a look at that magical map and see what we can learn about the... Wow! Astounding! This map has radar-locked functions. It now shows the location of a crystal star. It looks like the first crystal star is to be found in a place called the Petal Meadows. Petal Meadows? Yes. The area is a vast meadow that lies far to the east of Rogueport. To tell you the truth, I've always thought that place was a tad suspicious. The name Petal Meadows did come up from time to time in my research. Okay, fine. So we'll go there. Does anybody know how to get there or what? I'm fairly certain that somewhere beneath the city is a pipe to Petal Meadows. If you could find just that, you'd get there instantly. Pipe travel's efficient. Say, by the way, Mario, I'm curious. Where did you get that map anyway? From Princess Peach? Really? Her Highness sent this to you, Mario. This Princess Peach. This wouldn't be her, would it?
Oh, yeah.
So it is her! Your princess came to see me the other day. She wanted to learn about the treasure. I told her about the crystal stars and my suspicions about Petal Meadows. It doesn't seem likely, but perhaps she tried to go to Petal Meadows on her own. You know, Professor, there was another suspicious group asking about the same thing. But I can't imagine Princess Peach getting involved with them. Alright, it's settled. Off to Petal Meadows you two go. If Princess Peach indeed went there, your first priority must be to catch up to her. Collecting the crystal stars is a means to an end, and that end is Princess Peach. Aren't you coming, Professor? No, I'll stay in town and ask around about Princess Peach and that suspicious gang. Besides, I doubt a shriveled old Goomba like me could handle the trials of the road. Of course, if anything happens and you need some advice, come see me, okay? You got it, Professor. Well, Mario, we're off. So we're going to find these Petal Meadows located in Rogueport sewers. But before we do that, frankly, apparently it's something else for us. A badge, Power Smash, very important badge. Mario, it's scary up there. Take this with you. It's called a badge, and it is incredibly helpful. You see, depending on the badges you have equipped, you'll get much more powerful. What's important is knowing what the effects will be when you first equip a badge. Would you like to practice equipping and removing badges? No, thank you. Are you absolutely sure? This is the last time I'll ask. Do you want to practice? By the way, you need flower points to use the Power Smash move. In battle, you should watch not only your HP, but FP too. Did you get all that? But here's hoping you find that pipe to Petal Meadows. Alright, so I'll just explain what he mentioned there. A couple of our battle stats. You'll be seeing these as we enter more battles. We have HP, heart points, and FP, flower points. The flower points are used to pull off certain kinds of moves. You didn't equip the badge Professor Frankly gave you. If you don't equip a badge, it won't do anything for you. Equip it before you forget. Oh yeah, there's actually something we have to do up in town, so I kind of forgot that too, so we're headed right back up there. We have a little bit of scouting around to do. There's some stuff we can find. So yes, FP is used for moves. Power Smash is one of those moves, but in order for Mario to use it, he needs to equip the Power Smash badge. We're going to eventually do that, so I'll show you that when the time comes. For now, we're just going behind there to get a Star Piece. Star Pieces are these little collectibles that you're just going to find along your way. And we're going to be picking up not all of them, but quite a few of them on our travels. You can feel free to point out any that I may have missed in the comments, but because I've been doing all of these posts, and I'm not exactly going to be going back to get them, it may not necessarily do me much good, but at least it will help other people who are playing the game, so feel free to post extra Star Pieces that I miss along the way in whatever episodes are relevant. Up here, we have a store which is, I believe, is closed right now, so we're not going to be going in there. And another thing, a Star Piece right there on the roof. You can also drop back here in the alley, and there's not too much else of importance. If we keep going further that left way, we'd meet the thief from before, who took our 50 coins. But he's not really an issue anymore. Or ever will be again. You two! Not another step! Don't come this way! Some complete jerk just bumped into me and made me lose a contact lens. I'm looking for it right now, so don't you dare move! Just press a single button and you'll see. You have to eventually move, because this is something that has to happen, I believe. So I'm just getting it out of the way now. So, yep, there we go. Yeah! Idiot! You stepped on it! My poor contact lens! I told you not to move! Don't your stupid ears work? What were you thinking? This is your fault. Now I have to buy a new contact lens, but you're gonna pay for it. Compensate me, Mr. Clumsy! Fine. If that's your plan, then here's mine, you oaf. I'm gonna block the gate to the west side until you bring me a new contact lens. So you have to have that happen. There's nothing in here right now that we can do. As you can see, it's a kitchen. She's actually a cook. But she's going to be blocking that entrance to the side of town until we can get her a new contact lens. So first off, what you want to do is go to the store, talk to this guy about the contact lens, and it's going to take him a while to actually have one in stock, but if you talk to him now, he'll have it ready sooner. So I'm just doing this before we head off to Petal Meadows, because it's better to get this. It's not really a side quest out of the way, it's just a little thing which blocks the main quest from continuing, so it's better to do it now than later. So he's going to special order one, like I said, it's going to take a while. Probably by the time we get back from our job at Petal Meadows, if we return alive, that is, because it's going to be dangerous, woo, then he'll have the contact lens in stock, probably. Anyway, time to show you the badge. We have 3 badge points, and the Power Smash only takes 1 badge point to equip. Whenever you level up, you'll get the chance to level up HP, your heart points, FP, your flower points, or BP, your badge points. I'll go into which ones you should upgrade when, depending on how you want to play through the game. Some people have runs where they try and focus a lot more on one than the other, or exclusively on one. I myself have completed a run of the game where I used all badge points. It might sound crazy not upgrading your HP and FP, but there are ways around it, and we'll explain that later. Runs change a lot of this game depending on the combinations that you use. So we use the airplane move to get over here to this new area of the sewers. You gotta smack this tentacle to enter this battle. With yet another mini-boss. Nothing but mini-bosses in the beginning of the game. Lord Crump, Gus, and now this guy. And this one is easy, way easier than Gus. You're not supposed to fight Gus this early. Who just up and whacked someone's tootsies like that? Bloop, bloop, bloop. Someone with some serious moxie, that's who. Bloop, 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 bloop. Would you look at that? It's some saucy mustached guy. Bloopity bloop. Blue, he's in a world of hurt. So he's going to attack using those tentacles there. So what you have to do is just attack them as multiple targets. They're treated like separate enemies. Remember what Professor Franklin told us, right? You can press Y to change your attack order. If your HP drops, you can press Y to put me in front. Oh, how noble of you, Gumbrella. So we're just going to bounce right there. You can get more hits by pressing A both times correctly, right as you're about to hit the target. You can only jump twice, though. That's all that a jump entails. Or at least a really weak jump like that. These tentacle slaps are rather bothersome, but they don't do hardly anything. So I think that tentacle's already taken care of, yeah. And now this one next. There we go. That was very easy. And now that the main point is, you can attack the main head now that's on the ground, we can hit it with a hammer, because it was in the air before we couldn't do that. The Power Smash does a lot of damage, as you can see. And I'm getting all these things that say stylish. I always try and get as many stylish things when I'm going into battles. They're basically extra little techniques that you can do while pressing A during a battle to just get more star power. Now, star power is something we haven't explained yet, but basically, it's what Professor Franklin wanted to explain. I'll talk about it once we actually use something that involves star power, but basically what a stylish move does is help you earn more star power during battles. There's a little gauge that measures how much star power you have. It's that little circle next to the star right there, and right now we have a full star power meter. Once that little circle expires, we won't be able to use any attacks using star power. Star power attacks are also called special moves. Now, Power Smash isn't called a special move, that's just a move. So, I guess that makes things a little confusing. Honestly, there are a lot of things that sound samey in this game. There's star pieces, star power, shine sprites, but we'll cover them all in detail as we encounter them. So, see you next time.